I never expected to find out the truth about my husband's identity. We had been married for several years and things were seemingly going smoothly. Little did I know he had a secret double life. One day, my friend invited me to her house for coffee. There on her wall was a photograph of my husband along with an article about his renowned business empire. I confronted my husband that same night. He was taken aback and clearly anxious. I expressed my shock and asked him to explain the article. He reluctantly told me that he had been very successful in business, but he had chosen not to share his wealth with me or anyone else. He had supposedly been living a double life for years, without me knowing. I couldn't believe what he was saying. I asked him to prove it. He took me to a secret apartment he had bought in another city. I was completely taken aback. His apartment was luxurious. There was a Rolls-Royce parked outside and expensive furniture inside. I couldn't believe my eyes. He then showed me a portfolio he had been quietly building for years. It was full of assets and investments worth millions. Then he confessed there was even more money he had been hiding from me, offshore accounts, gold, and other precious items. I began to look back on my marriage with a new perspective. There were so many times he had brushed aside my request for money for everyday things like food and rent. I was angry and hurt. How could he have hidden something this big from me for all these years? He had no explanation. With a heavy heart, I asked him why he had chosen not to tell me the truth. He said he was scared of losing me if I knew the truth. We talked and argued for hours and eventually he agreed to share his wealth with me, but he had a condition. He only wanted me to keep this all a secret. He said so that people and his family members wouldn't judge him or think of him differently. Despite what had happened, I still had strong feelings for him. I told him I would reluctantly agree to keep his secret. We started living a dual life. In public we were like any other couple, but we had a secret behind closed doors. Our relationship was a hard one to manage since we both had to be extremely careful about how we conducted ourselves around each other. When I was around other people, I had to be careful about what I said regarding his business and his personal life. He took extra steps to secure his wealth and make sure it remained a secret. He often deposited money into my bank account and I never asked questions. I was also constantly worried that one day someone might find out his secrets and expose him. So I was on constant alert. We kept up our double life despite how hard it was. It created a love-hate relationship for us. There was love but also resentment and hurt. On one hand, I had the privilege and pleasure of being associated with one of the wealthiest people in the world. But on the other hand, I felt betrayed and I couldn't trust him the same way anymore. We struggled to keep our marriage up together, but still, I was grateful to know the truth and be able to experience a luxurious life even though it was behind closed doors. I journeyed through a wild and emotional roller coaster and eventually came to peace with myself. I had learned to accept who my husband had become.